Okay, so this is our next increment up, which is 8 by 35 or so. I think it's 8 by 35. So what we might do is, now that we have a little bit more room here, we might move it down and really encapsulate this portion right here and let this and this take care of itself, so your focus is more in the middle. And one of the nice things about that is really what you're looking at is only a portion of what we would do for your window. Based on this size, your window is another 8 or 9 inches longer. So we would need to add to this. Excuse me. But I'm thinking we could probably pull this down. I'm going to center this more towards that 8 inch, which is the blue. Excuse me, now I have the hiccups, of course. We can center that, bring it down, leave 4 or 5 inches at the top, move the design down so that I can leave equal top and bottom. It might, be 6 inches or 5 inches, depending on how the increments run. But that might be a really nice layout for the window. And what this would allow for is it would allow for you to do a border around the outside. We're not going to talk about colors right now. A border around the outside, simple glass in the background with a texture, and then let the focus be on the design on the panel. Okay, so number 3 really gives us the most to work with, but I am thinking that number 3, if your visible glass is anywhere from 9 inches to 10.5, 11 inches, I'm really going to recommend that you build this in, and we build this to the measurements of the visible part of the glass, and I'll chat with you about that and send you some information on that. This gives us the most to work with. Is that a good thing? Yes. Is it a bad thing? Well, it depends, because the other 2 designs narrow us down with about 5 places to put color. And for the most part, we're really, and that includes the clear glass in the background. For the most part, we're really only dealing with 3 colors. And I'll say 4 with bevels and 5 with background glass. And the 3 colors are the iridized bone beige, the dark wine, and the confetti glass. For this design, and possibly in the other 2 designs, we need to find one more glass as a filler. And I'm not talking about background glass, but I'm talking about within this concept here. And I'll discuss that with you a little further. But this window gives us the most to work with. It's probably the most balanced out of the 3, but I don't mind design number 2. And in this case, oh, that's sort of upside down, but I'm not going to worry about it. But in this case, this is the one most likely to enable you to do this bevel cluster twice in the center. Flip that over the way I showed you. The number 2 is not so bad. That 8 inches gives us a little more to work with in terms of border and framing the dynamic interior. But this one, of course, gives us a border. Lets us keep the bevel border, which is another place to add color. And we can make a very dynamic design in the background. So not that this is my best choice, but between 1, 2, and 3, I like 2 and 3 the best, but we really have to discover how you're going to hang this before either of those measurements are going to work.